opponent today. Michael Spinks, who is a stand-up boxer puncher with an awesome left hook. The right hand, which has been known as the Spinks Jinx, is a patient fighter. And as we said, undefeated with 15 knockouts. He'll wait. He'll carry you a few rounds and then get you tired a bit, get you to drop your dukes, and then he'll move in with the combination punches. Or he could take you out with either hand. Here's Johnny Davis, who is very confident, ranked number 4. One of his brothers here, Eddie Davis, is ranked number 3 by the WBA and the WBC, as you saw in our earlier history piece. And it was Eddie on the Cooney Holmes card that won the U.S. championship over Murray Sutherland. Carefully now, the gloves are being laced up and taped with a representative from the opposite corner. And here's the WBC light heavyweight champion, Dwight Braxton. And down the road, I'm sure that Braxton and Michael Spinks will meet for a unification of the title. And here is Eddie Mustafa Muhammad, from whom Michael Spinks won the title in Las Vegas. This man, Eddie, forced Spinks to go 15 rounds, the only time that the current champion has done that. In fact, Spinks has gone 10 rounds twice, once 15. Whereas his opponent today, Johnny Davis, has gone 10 rounds 3 times, losing to Braxton in 1981. He's won 2 10-rounders, his last 2 against Yaki Lopez and Willie Taylor. So Spinks, the champion, introduced, some people standing, greeting this popular Olympic gold medal winner. One of the 4 that have won world titles, and the 5th who won a gold medal in Montreal, is in attendance here this afternoon. Lightweight Howard Davis, who down the road hopes to get another title shot. And right here on ABC, we're in Scotland. When Davis tried to get it from Jim Watt, who held the title at that time, it was a losing effort. The referee today is Larry Hazard from Hillside, New Jersey. He's a high school vice principal in Wayne, New Jersey. The WBA rules, it's a 10-point must. 3 judges do the scoring. The referee only conducts the bout, sees that it is properly handled. There is a mandatory 8 count. The 3 knockdown rule is in effect. 10-ounce raised gloves. The bell cannot save you except the last round. Final instructions now from Percy Richardson to Michael Spinks. As you look at that tail of the tape and get an opportunity, their reach is about the same. The weight is, well below the 175-pound light heavyweight limit. And, of course, Spinks, the taller of the 2. They have never met before. It should be an interesting battle. A silent prayer. And here we go, round 1, scheduled for 15. In white, Davis, the challenger, coming out strong. He likes to body punch. He's tough, and he's in a spoiler role this afternoon. Spinks, nice footwork. He has one of the great physiques in boxing. Very little body, tremendous legs, and that's why he is a great fighter and should continue down the road being one. Hopefully moving up to the cruiser and perhaps heavyweight division. Look at Davis, gamely trying to move in, and Spinks covering up, trying to pick off the punches. Larry Hazard very often is an excitable referee and will get in the way of the action, but right now he's staying away, and you know, clinching is one way to tie up your opponent and yet stay within range. This is the first round. It's probing. There's Spinks now with his left jab, trying to just see how far away Davis is. Another one. That one caught high on the forward. Again. And that's what Spinks will do to you. Now Davis leaning forward, ducking and throwing a left hand. A right hand lead, partially blocked. About 1:45 remaining in this initial round. They are scheduled to go 15. The experts figure that it will not go the distance. Remember, Johnny Davis in the white trunks has never been knocked out. He has been knocked down once in 16 pro bouts. Obviously, game. We haven't seen any of his fast combinations that he can put together. He perhaps is the most skilled of all the 21 opponents that Michael Spinks has fought up to this point. We're coming up to the 1-minute mark of round 1. Good left hook followed by a right hand. Spinks more out of the peekaboo style right now, trying to figure Davis out and get close. Look how he inches his way. A solid stance. Boxer-puncher stance. Spinks in black. There was a right hand that whistled by. And slipping the punch, a great defensive move by Johnny Davis in white. 40 seconds till the end of round 1. 10-point must. The winner of a round gets 10 points. The loser 9 or less. Davis may find that problem all afternoon, his punches being short, because a taller Spinks may not let him get close enough inside. Now the bell in 10 seconds. Round 2 in the black trunks, the undefeated light heavyweight champion Michael Spinks. In white, the challenger Johnny Davis. A very close first round. We had it in the 10-point must. I called it even, because Johnny Davis was really forcing the champion. And Michael Spinks' best shot was a right hand. Michael likes to have punching room. And right now, Davis isn't giving it to him, because he keeps moving forward and throwing punches. Some feeble body shots there. No damage. Spinks, we must tell you, often looks awkward. But as you know, with that undefeated record, he gets the job done. His last 4 fights, 7-round knockouts. So he doesn't try to take you out in the first 2 or 3 rounds. But he has a dangerous opponent in Johnny Davis. Davis varying his style, moving forward and then backing up. The same effect as a good jab, as he just throws combination and wades in, keeping the champion off balance. A little dirty fighting there. Did you see a shoulder being used? Davis should definitely get away from the corner. He should definitely, throughout this championship fight, stay away from the ropes, because Spinks is strong enough to keep you there and hit you. That punch was blocked. Many of the fans here thought it was landed. It was a left hook. And there you saw what Spinks is trying to do. He has a beautiful right uppercut. And there he just put 2 shots to the kidney. Those hurt. Have less than a minute remaining in round 2. See that right hand dug to the midsection of Spinks by Davis and White. He mixes them up to the body and then to the head. Larry Hazard, the referee, being more inactive than we've seen him in the past. Both fighters training in the Catskill Mountain area to get ready for this scheduled 15-round bout. They look in shape. Time will tell, as they'll get a 1-minute rest in 10 seconds. Live on ABC, Atlantic City, round 3 of a 15-round WBA light heavyweight championship fight. Well, in round 2, if you missed it, a busy Johnny Davis took it right to the champion, Michael Spinks. Spinks much taller at about 6'3". Davis 5'9". Their arms are about the same length, as Larry Hazard, the referee, just sort of taps them and verbally brings them out of a clinch when he feels it's necessary. But they have been busy punching boxers. Those punches are missed. Uh-oh. Good tactic. That tires out the man on whom you're leaning. It's like putting the brakes on and trying to go uphill. Now, Spinks a little angered by some of the tactics inside. Michael usually patient, cool, and calm. That was a looping right hand that landed on the side of the face. A block punch to the body by Davis. I'm just wondering if Johnny Davis now is working a little hard at catching his breath after 2 pretty fast-paced rounds, because he's trying to force clinches. And look how he's staying away now. And I have a feeling also that the champion is over-anxious at this point. The ill-timed punches are beautiful combinations, but he is upset, as you can see. We'd like to alert our stations along the line that at the end of this round, we'll take a station break. And Michael looking down at his brother, Leon, to get some advice. Leon to the left of your screen. Spinks with 21 pro fights, having a little trouble figuring out the club fighter type in Johnny Davis. And there again, he's complaining about the tactics to the referee, Larry Hazard, who is too far away to see what he means. And Michael, over-anxious, just his punches real time, and he gets hit with a left hook, the champion. How will he react should he get knocked down? Well, he just caught a tremendous left hook with about 24 seconds remaining. Do I see some blood? Looking now for some blood. Davis is cut over the left eye. Davis in white. All right, we'll be back with more of the WBA World Light Heavyweight Championship fight. The fourth round is underway. Between rounds, some patchwork down in the corner of Johnny Davis. It appears to be just a tiny cut on the left eyelid, but could prove a problem as we go down the road of this scheduled 15-round light heavyweight championship bout. Spinks in black, Davis in white. Spinks complaining to his cornermen about the infighting tactics of Davis. That doesn't do any good. You got to do it with your fists when the bell sounds.
Come on, work out, work out.
Johnny Davis proving that he has an unusual, unorthodox style and throws punches from the weirdest angles. And keeping now Michael Spinks here in the fourth round very much off balance. Leon to the left of the ring, watching carefully, and every chance he gets shouts something to his brother. And Michael, his 26-year-old younger brother, gold medal winner, sacrificed part of his career to help his brother Leon as Leon tried a comeback. So they're very close. Two siblings with world titles. Joe and Vince Dundee of Baltimore did it way back. And Davis has the ability now to smother Spinks' punches by staying in close. And a menacing jab. Another one. Sneaking a right hand, which was short, and there you see the uppercut and a right hand, and Spinks is angry. He'll get his composure back with about a minute remaining in the fourth round in a very close fight. 10-point must. Three judges looking on. Paul Cavallari, Frank Cappuccino, and Vincent Raynone. Up to this point, the style of Johnny Davis not making champion Michael Spinks look good. And Michael wincing and complaining again of hanging on. But he's got to throw more punches to keep him away. But at this point, he can't. Good uppercut, good right hand, a left hook. We have 6 seconds remaining in round 4. Davis appears okay. The cut is not bleeding heavily. So the best round by far for Michael Spinks, the champion, as we go to the corner of Johnny Davis left. But here now live is round 5 in Atlantic City. There have been no knockdowns. The only damage, a slight cut in the left eyelid of Johnny Davis in white. Larry Hazard, the referee. There's that jab. Spinks has a beautiful, stinging jab. Two right hooks. Uppercut, then a left hook. Now the referee has him beginning to break up those clinches. Does it again. Okay. And because of probably one of the uppercuts landed by Spinks, Davis is bleeding from the mouth as well. Very physical bout. Spinks just whistling a right hand. Just short. Remember, Spinks has 15 knockouts and 21 wins. As we said, Davis, who's taking those short chopping punches, has never been knocked out. Knocked down only once early in his career against a no-name fighter. A little less than a minute and a half, round 5. The leaning, holding, and tugging, much more tiring than throwing punches. Beautiful right hand by the champion. Well, we're in the 5th round, and even though Spinks, the champion, is grimacing, unhappy with what he's been doing, just a matter of time. Not the stability, Davis now. Wobbly on his legs. And really trying now to come in and hold around the waist and not throwing punches. Bleeding heavily from the mouth. Davis in white. Yet sneakingly catches Spinks against the ropes. There's no lack of courage in Davis. Fighting out of Carl Park, Long Island. The bell in 10 seconds. Round 6, Michael Spinks in black, Johnny Davis from Carl Place, Long Island. He's been a troublesome opponent for Spinks because he's like a bee. Keeps coming after you, stinging you, hanging on. Cornermen stopped the bleeding in the left eyelid and in the mouth between rounds. Michael Spinks is unmarked. His pride, I think, is hurt up to this point because he's not doing what he wanted to do. And Davis, if you know what a club fighter means, is just that. Cause you lots of trouble. Not that he isn't willing, but his style is not conducive to making a champion look great. Well, two high-powered light heavyweights, but in football tonight, high-powered NCAA college football action. Yes, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame host highly ranked Michigan with their star receiver Anthony Carter under the lights for the first time at South Bend. ABC Sports and NCAA football, 20th season. What a way to spend an autumn evening, starting at 9 Eastern, 8 Central, Michigan versus Notre Dame. Spinks trying to really unload all the heavy leather. But he knows that Davis has never been knocked out. He'll just keep coming. The WBC light heavyweight champion watching. A man that keeps coming, Dwight Braxton. There was a neat left uppercut that landed on the chin of Davis, who now is puffing heavily and bleeding heavily from the mouth. Spinks now looks to his brother Leon, who shakes his head. Keep doing the same thing. He'd probably like to say back, if I get punching room, I will. Oh, a beautiful left uppercut. Now that hurt. He tried to follow it up with a right. But in the clinch comes Davis. Davis is one of those strong farm boys from North Carolina. Had to work hard until he was 18. He's worked hard in 6 years at boxing. To make enough money, he's had to mow the lawns of the Hempstead school system in Long Island. They'll get a rest, and they need it in about 4 seconds. Round 7 in the left corner, Ren Morgan, the trainer of Davis, really admonished him, telling him he was nothing more than a punching bag and would continue to be so unless he fought back. Well, let's see what he does here in the 7th round. Behind on my scorecard in the 10-point must against the champion, undefeated Michael Spinks. Good right hand by Davis. And, of course, his key defensive move is to stay inside, out of range of the hard combinations that Spinks can throw. Now we lean. A pretty good left hand. But it's going to take a heavier punch and more of them to put the man in white down. The type of fight that we're seeing as we reach the halfway point of the 7th round is not only tiring to Davis, but to the champion. Because he has thrown many more punches, half of which have landed, the other half missing. And that's just as tiring as landing. But Davis keeps coming. Davis's theory coming into the fight to negate a heavy puncher like Spinks is causing to miss. Well, he's missed, but Davis has caught some very sharp punches. Not heavy, but sharp. And he jumps in there bucking away with those hands. And speaking of a forward mover, there's Dwight Braxton, whom Davis has fought twice. Beat him in a 6-round bout and then lost in a return 10-rounder. And Braxton, of course, is rooting for Spinks because in a unification of the 2 titles, what a bout that would be. It would get them some big money, and for Davis and White today, it's the first chance he's had at a 5-figure purse, estimated around $30,000. Where his last fight, he got $2,500. They'll get a rest in a minute. Potter, club fighter, brawler in Johnny Davis, who much of the time just seems to fight the way a person would fight to keep from being knocked out. Now Spinks is trying to get a little footwork, a little movement, moving around to the right and left. That's the way to get the opponent to miss and then be able to throw that right cross, the Spinks jinx. The face is really swollen now, Davis and White. Taking a lot of jabs. Good body punch, followed by a left to the head. Back and forth. First counter-punching and then taking the lead. Both light heavyweights. Big mouth swollen area above the right eye now of Davis and White. We're in the 8th round as we alert our stations along the line that at the end of this round we'll take a station break. Spinks trying to stay away from the clinches. Sidestepping. Sneaky right hand was short. And now Spinks has his mouth open and puffing here in the 8th round. It's been tiring. It's fortunate that one fighter is much taller than the other, or we'd have had some intentional or unintentional butting. But thus far, none of it. Davis now just sort of not throwing punches, he's pushing them out. Usually a sign of being tired, but he keeps his hands up. The biggest sign of tiring is when the hands drop. We'll watch for that with 30 seconds remaining in the 8th round. And missing with a whistling left hook. There, partially off balance. It was a solid right hand with 16 seconds to go. It is a groggy Johnny Davis, only the second time in his career that he has been knocked down, taking the mandatory 8 count. Now, 7 seconds, 6 left in this round. We won't be taking a station break. All right, let's go. Look how he wobbled. Spaghetti legs as he goes back to the corner and coming in to try to give him some encouragement. And he sat down like a much older man. He is 29, but that right hand really caught him on the chin. And you can see the swollen area now. The ice packs being applied to challenger Johnny Davis. Let's watch the replay, and Spinks looks tired, being refreshed by the cold water. Watch for a right hand as Spinks wisely pushes him away. There it is. It was just one of those straight right hands with much of the body behind it, and it was only the second time in 6 years, 10 years make it, that Johnny Davis had been on the seat of his pants. Took the mandatory 8 count. Let's see how he recovered in that 1-minute rest period as we await the start of round 9. A big round for Michael Spinks. Ninth round. Well, Michael has never stopped anyone in the 9th round. Let's see if he can do it here. Davis getting some patchwork down on the cut on the left eyelid. And the bleeding from the mouth, the swollen area still puffing. Could split very easily with solidly landed punches. But look at the gameness of the challenger. Keeps fighting back. There's one of the stiff left jabs by Spinks. Davis tonight will carry the trademarks of the sweet science, sometimes called a cruel sport. We're in the 9th round, 2 minutes left. Good left hook by Spinks. Well, this time we alert our stations that we'll be going away for a station break at the end of the 9th round. If nothing of importance happens, like another knockdown. Michael Spinks says, get away, get away. That was a good left hand. Solid left hand and right on the beak of the nose. Oh, another left hook. It was preceded by a stiff right hand and then the left hook. And in his anxiousness, Spinks missed with that killing right hand. And wisely, Davis steps in with about a minute to go. Round 9. One knockdown that came in the 8th round with about 17 seconds remaining in it. Two good punches, one to the body, one to the head. May not get him in this round. But round 10 coming up. "35 seconds left. Oh, there's a right hand, and Larry Hazard steps in, saving further punishment to Johnny Davis. Very wise move by the referee, Larry Hazard, the high school vice principal from Wayne, New Jersey. So Michael Spinks, a frustrated, undefeated light heavyweight champion, Did it in the 9th round, the first time that he's had a bout stop in that particular round.